There's something that I see over and over and over again with coaches, with authors, course creators, and digital entrepreneurs. They create something meaningful, something impactful, something that they believe is going to change the world. Maybe it's a book, a program, a framework, a course. They genuinely believe in it. They know it will help people. They know it will change lives. They know that it deserves to be in the world. And yet, it isn't reaching the people who need it the most. It's not because their work isn't good, and it's not because their message isn't powerful. It's because there's no audience around it. This is a hard truth, and it's one that I've come to see in my world over and over again. You can have the best message in the world, but without an audience, you're not making an impact. And you cannot make consistent sales, because all sales are built on one thing and one thing only, just like we talked about a few episodes back. They're built on trust. People don't buy from strangers. They buy from people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. These are people that they've seen. These are people maybe that they've followed. These are people that they've learned to trust over time. I'm Andrea Arena, author and founder of the Energetic Ad Lab, and this is something that I've lived myself. I've created work that I deeply believed in. I wrote the books, the programs, the experiences. I wrote the course, and I've watched the excitement of launching something new fade when there wasn't a group of people already connected to me. People who knew who I was, knew what I stood for, people who trusted me, people who were ready to receive what I was offering. But here's the painful part. Without an audience, your work doesn't just grow slowly. It stalls completely. You say you want to grow your income. This is your year. You say you want to reach more people, have a greater impact. But without an audience, there's no one to reach. There's no one to sell to. This is especially true in the online space where we are digital creators. We're coaches, we're authors, we're coach builders. If you don't take the time to build an audience, then every time you launch something, you're starting from zero. You have no trust, you have no momentum, and you have no continuity. And that makes selling really hard. It feels tough, uncomfortable. Sometimes it feels impossible. And sometimes we just give up. So the real question becomes, if your work matters, how do you build an audience? Because an audience doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's created. And there are really only 3 ways to create one. You can build one, you can borrow one, or you can buy one. Pretty simple, right? When you build an audience, you are creating your own space, your own YouTube channel, your own podcast, your own email list, your own community. This is a place that you've created that people can come back to again and again to see, you guessed it, you. And over time, that repeated exposure, it builds trust. Borrowing an audience, totally different. It means that you're stepping onto someone else's stage. You're being a guest on someone else's podcast, or maybe you're collaborating with someone, speaking to a group that already exists. You are being introduced to people who trust someone else. Now, buying an audience, you can kind of guess what that means, right? It usually means ads. You're paying to get in front of people who don't know you yet. Now, all 3 of these are valid. In fact, most of the successful creators that I know use some combination of all 3. But if you're doing none of them consistently, your work is going to stay hidden and your income is going to stay limited. Because without trust, people can't buy what you have to sell. And without an audience, you can't build trust. This is why I talk so much about visibility and why spaces like Be Seen and the Energetic Ad Lab exist. Because before you scale, before you can sell your first product, before you can grow that business, You need people. People who know you. People who trust you. People who are ready to say yes because they know you and because they trust you, because they've seen you. If this is something that you're ready to change and you want to learn how to begin building your audience in a way that feels aligned, the Be Seen Immersion is a great place to start, and we do it every month. If you're looking for ongoing support in that visibility, you can also explore the Energetic Ad Lab. It's my free community I've created in Skool, because meaningful work deserves to be seen. And trust is built through connection, repetition, and exposure. I hope to see you and your work very soon. The link to the free community is in the comments section. I hope to see you there.